Morning guys, we're in Malaga right now and this is the international media launch of the brand new BMW F850 GS.
A little bit street, a little bit off-road and then again street.
So let's have a look at the bike. This version, the Rallye one, there are some answers I want to find out today about this bike. The fuel tank. It's got 15 liters. So what's the real fuel consumption? What's the real fuel economy? Is it enough range for an adventure travel bike? Look at the windscreen. It's not very tall. How is the weather protection? Take a look at the dynamic ESA. You can see it over here, but it's only available for the rear. This is a new fork, but it doesn't offer dynamic ESA, it doesn't offer even manually adjustment. So I want to find out if the setup is good both for enduro riding and both for street. Then we have a completely new engine over here. How does it feel? How does it sound? And very important, this bike is heavier than before. Can you feel the extra kilos during your ride? These are only some of the things I want to find out today. So let's ride.
Downhill after the corner.
Okay.
Either here or after the corner.
Okay, so I will start. I have to run up. So give me a little bit time. Think about your position. Enjoy. Close your knees. Vision is high up. I would say at the beginning, try it smoothly, that you get a feeling how the ABS is working, and then you can, I anyways recommend always progressive braking, but then you can try on and brake harder as much as you want to feel it out and try the systems. Okay?
So I just tried the braking with the Enduro Pro mode on. This electronic is amazing. This Enduro Pro mode keeps the ABS on the front in an Enduro setting while the ABS on the rear wheel is gone. Take a look at the wheels. Oh my God. Not the best riding conditions today, but it was really fun. So far, I like it very much, especially the engine, the throttle response, because the acceleration is very smooth. You can really control it safely in on this type of surfaces. Also, you have a limited intervention traction control. It feels very nimble. The fork, although it has a shorter travel than before, than on the previous model, I didn't have the occasion to push it hard, and so I never felt it bottoming. We're having a break right now, so it's the perfect time to talk to those people that developed the bike.
I think the biggest improvement for the customer is the more power and torque. We have now 95 horsepower on the 850 and 70 horsepower in the 750. We made it completely new, so it means we have more cc's. It's 853 cc's we have.
So we built a completely new frame. It was a tubular steel frame before. Now it's pressed steel, kind of outer shell and inner shell welded together, which is much more stiff, and the torque resistance is much better.
The counterbalancer shaft we have now to reduce the vibration, and we have a crankshaft journal offset of 90 degrees and a firing interval of 270 degrees and 450 degrees. Therefore we get the sound like the V engine. We have a V engine without the vibration.
Yes, it's a little bit heavier because we try to make it more stable, and for this reason you have a stiffer swing arm, we have now a stiffer frame, we have a little bit more heavy front fork, more stable, but once you ride you won't notice the difference.
What do you think is the biggest improvement regarding the chassis over the previous version?
It's of course the high-speed stability, and the off-road possibilities are much better. So it's a complete thing of improving every little bit.
Mm-hmm. For the suspension, you put the dynamic S only on the rear,
Yeah.
not on the front. And also, how did you choose the setup? Because there's no mechanical adjustment. Also,
That's right. For the front fork, you normally go for a half-filled fuel tank and a kind of 75 kilogram person, and that's the base for a setup which everyone can ride with.
okay, so that's the setup, and you made it somehow to be good on road and also
Yes, of
to
course.
be suitable for off-road.
It's always a compromise.
Okay,
yeah.
it's a good compromise.
Yeah,
Okay,
it is.
thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So that's it with the off-road. We're gonna leave right here the Rallye versions, which came equipped with Messler Karoo 3 dual sport tires, and swap them for the exclusive versions which have street tires. The press day is over. The F850 GS launch is over. I had a really great time riding this bike today. It's getting late, it's getting dark, it's windy outside. Probably can see it on the camera. In the morning it was rainy. The asphalt was very wet and it was very slippery. And it was a very good opportunity for us to see how does the traction control works. And it works really good. I used it on the rain mode, and it's intrusive of course because the rain mode, but it's got a very, very nice intervention. The comfort, the seat, it's okay. Not the best I tried from BMW, for me at least. I found it quite slippery from here to here, so I think it's got a decent seat. The weather protection is not that good actually, because all the wind starts from here. I am 174 meters and I felt the wind from here above. So you got it in the neck, you got it in the helmet. At least you don't have wind buffeting. The ergonomics, very good. It's a BMW. You have a lot of options regarding the seat height. So I think that no matter your height, you're gonna find the perfect seat for this bike. Very good riding position, both when riding on the asphalt, when sitting on the bike, and when standing on the bike in the off-road. However, as an aftermarket thing, I would put some handlebar risers. The suspension, I think it's a very good setup for an all-rounder. No moment of instability. Not in the corners, not at high speed. It's a good compromise, it's a good mix between the asphalt and the off-road. The engine, yeah, that engine, the made in China engine, forget about it. Who cares? I don't care, because this is the best part of the bike, really, is the engine. It's the best part this bike has. It has really nothing to do with the old engine from the F800. Yeah, it's got 2 cylinders, but it's completely different. It sounds different, it feels different. That one was kind of, let's say, agricultural, based on utility, but this one allows you to have fun. The fuel tank, only 15 liters. Now it's in the front. When I first saw this fuel tank, I thought it was too small, but it's not, because you have somewhere between 4.6 and 5 liters for 100 kilometers. Actually, when filling it up, I had 320 kilometers fuel range. The Vibes BMW says that this engine doesn't vibe at all. I must say it vibes from 6,000, 7,000 RPM on. In fact, the sweet spot is between 4,000 RPM and 6,000, 7,000 RPM. But it's not a sport bike. You're not gonna use it this way, so it's not such a big problem. Also, the vibes are not very annoying. That's it for today. That was our first ride with the BMW F850 GS at the International Media Launch. We're very curious to do another test ride, a more in-depth one, to use it for about a week, and to get some other insights for you.